he realized that a regular nigga that can rap, but just not the way we do it. By the way, he makes $50,000 per battle, has about 5-6 battles a year, so he makes at least $250,000 a year. You understand? Great credit score. I never seen a person with a credit score like this in my life. Like the richest people that I've been around. But anyway, unlike some people who beg me to add their name to one of my properties and I have a on it because they don't pay their taxes. He couldn't believe and couldn't fathom why him. So while he's sitting there, she was saying, why Hitman, why Goods? Why are you lying? Why are you lying? You was devastated that a regular work for sanitation, got a pension plan, got a 401k, that happens to rap, was able to overcome your manipulation, was able to treat me nice. Not just because the camera's on, not just because people are watching, but because he genuinely felt like that. Not because I was paying his bills, not because I was taking care of his kids. And none of that. And then after I created my battle league, Chrome 23, I hope to make another battle league that's popping. He signed himself to, he literally that day signed himself to Slit Your Wrist Records and dropped a single the same day.
You don't even need to read between the lines to understand what's happening here. This woman keeps repeating how much better her life is with her new man, how happy she feels now, and how everything has changed for the better. But when someone constantly talks about how amazing things are, it sometimes makes you wonder if there's another side to the story that we're not seeing. And now things just got more complicated. One of the women rumored to have been involved with Easy the Block Captain decided to bring her proof directly to Tasha K. This time, the evidence is hard to ignore. She didn't come with rumors or vague hints. She came with actual screenshots. These messages aren't edited, filtered, or questionable. The dates are visible, the names are visible, and the conversation speaks for itself. In one of the messages, dated November 26th, she asks, "Does he know you're going to cheat on him with me or no?" Then right after that, she adds, "Does Remy know you're going to cheat on her with me?" Instead of denying anything or shutting the conversation down, he responds with nothing but a laughing emoji. No explanation, no attempt to clear his name, just laughing like the situation is funny or meaningless. That reaction alone says a lot. Then the conversation shifts into playful talk. She tells him to stop joking and asks, "What's your sign?" He replies that he's a Leo, and she teases him saying, "I hate you. You love me. Stop the cap." It may look like harmless flirting to someone who isn't paying attention, but when you put the pieces together, it becomes obvious that this was more than casual talk. This is emotional cheating, if not something deeper. Meanwhile, the woman he's publicly connected to has been standing beside him, speaking highly of him, and defending him every chance she gets. She has supported him, believed in him, and protected his image. Yet behind the scenes, he was entertaining messages from someone else. The woman who came forward didn't come with rumors or vague hints. She came with actual screenshots. These messages aren't edited, filtered, or questionable. The dates are visible, the names are visible, and the conversation speaks for itself. In one of the messages, dated November 26th, she asks, "Does he know you're going to cheat on him with me or no?" Then right after that, she adds, "Does Remy know you're going to cheat on her with me?" Instead of denying anything or shutting the conversation down, he responds with nothing but a laughing emoji. No explanation, no attempt to clear his name, just laughing like the situation is funny or meaningless. That reaction alone says a lot. Then the conversation shifts into playful talk. She tells him to stop joking and asks, "What's your sign?" He replies that he's a Leo, and she teases him saying, "I hate you. You love me. Stop the cap." It may look like harmless flirting to someone who isn't paying attention, but when you put the pieces together, it becomes obvious that this was more than casual talk. This is emotional cheating, if not something deeper. Meanwhile, the woman he's publicly connected to has been standing beside him, speaking highly of him, and defending him every chance she gets. She has supported him, believed in him, and protected his image. Yet behind the scenes, he was entertaining messages from someone else. The woman who came forward didn't seek attention. She brought receipts. And the proof she shared speaks loudly on its own. You don't need a detective to figure out what's going on here. The situation is loud and clear. This woman keeps talking nonstop about how her new man treats her better than anyone ever has, how she finally feels appreciated, and how life suddenly feels perfect. And sure, sometimes people really do move on and upgrade. But other times, when someone is constantly bragging about how happy they are, it makes you wonder if they're trying to convince the world, or convince themselves. And right when the internet was still trying to decide whether to believe her or not, things took a sharp turn. One of the women rumored to have been connected to Easy the Block Captain stepped forward with proof. Not gossip, not speculation, but real screenshots. And she didn't quietly hint at things. No, she brought the messages straight to Tasha K, ready for everyone to see. These screenshots are not edited, blurred, or questionable. The dates are clear, the words are right there, and the conversation leaves very little room for excuses. One message from November 26 says, "Does he know you're going to cheat on him with me or no?" And immediately after, she doubles down and asks, "Does Remy know you're going to cheat on her with me?" That's bold. Anyone else put in that position would either shut the conversation down or deny it immediately. But what did he do? He responded with a laughing emoji. No denial, no serious reaction, no loyalty in sight. He treated the question like it was a joke, like being called out for cheating wasn't serious, like it didn't matter who saw it or how it came across. That one little emoji spoke louder than any statement he could have typed. The messages didn't stop there. When she asked him what his zodiac sign is, he answered Leo. She responded, playfully teasing him, saying, "I hate you. You love me. Stop the cap." At first glance, some people might brush it off as regular flirting. But this isn't harmless back and forth between two strangers. And that's where things get messy. While he's out here entertaining messages, smiling in emojis, and playing along with attention on the side, Remy Ma has been supporting him, praising him, and standing up for him publicly. She's defended their relationship, protected his image, and stayed loyal even when people tried to tear them down. That's not small. That's real commitment. And it makes these screenshots sting even more. The woman who exposed him didn't come across as someone chasing clout or trying to stir drama for fun. She didn't look like she had anything to gain by sharing this. She simply presented what she had, the messages, the dates, the tone, the proof, and let the truth speak for itself. And the truth is very clear. Something was going on behind the scenes. This isn't just flirting. This isn't harmless conversation. This is disrespect. This is betrayal in plain sight. Situations like this remind everyone watching online that just because something looks perfect on camera doesn't mean it's real. Social media can show smiles, matching outfits, and supportive captions, but private messages tell the real story. And in this case, the private story is messy, disappointing, and honestly, embarrassing for the person who has been loyal while their partner was secretly entertaining someone else. No matter how someone tries to spin it, once screenshots come out and the messages match the dates and names, it's nearly impossible to deny. And that's exactly what happened here. The receipts spoke louder than any excuse ever could. Some people go through life acting like they've got everything under control, even when the whole world can see they're falling apart. You ever see someone who refuses to accept reality, even when reality is knocking right in their face? That's exactly what's going on here. There was a guy who owned a business once. From the outside, he talked like a boss and moved like he ran the whole city. But behind closed doors, everything was collapsing. Instead of admitting his mistakes, he pointed fingers at everyone else. His workers, his suppliers, even the customers. To him, everybody was the problem but him. His ego couldn't handle the truth. Things got so bad that even the suppliers stopped dealing with him. They wouldn't send him anything on credit anymore, because he never paid his bills. His reputation was done. People whispered about him everywhere, but he still walked around pulling his shoulders back like he was a king. That's what denial does. It builds a fantasy world where you think you're winning while everyone else sees you're drowning. And honestly, that same energy is exactly what Easy the Block Captain gives. He's not winning on his own. He's living off Remy's name, her money, her strength, and the loyalty she built over years. But instead of matching that loyalty, he's out here pretending to be solid while doing the same shady things he points at others for doing. He wants to look real, but his actions say otherwise. When someone laughs off cheating rumors instead of addressing them with respect, that tells you everything. That's not loyalty. That's not love. That's ego mixed with opportunity. Anyone who truly values the person they're with would never risk embarrassing them publicly like that. Love protects. Ego exposes. And as much as people want to feel sorry for Remy, at some point you stop feeling bad. She's grown. She's experienced. She's seen enough life to know exactly what cheats, lies, and broken promises look like. If she chooses to stay in chaos, then that's a decision she's making with both eyes open. You can't save someone who's choosing the fire and calling it warmth. Sometimes people have to be burned to understand the difference. Because let's be real, when you live fake, fake things eventually fall apart. When your world is built on secrets and pride, cracks always show. And once the truth comes out and the spotlight fades, what's left? Screenshots. Heartbreak. Regret. The same story we've seen 1,000 times. Maybe Remy thought she found something new. Maybe she felt seen and appreciated for a moment. But when you break your foundation to build something on top of betrayal and ego, it never stands strong. What you attract is a reflection of where you are. If you move grimy, you attract grime. If you play dirty, dirt finds you too. Life always circles back. So yes, this whole thing is messy, embarrassing even. But sometimes life needs to get messy before people finally wake up. Maybe they both needed this. Maybe this explosion is the only way they'll see the truth about themselves and each other. Because until people face who they really are, they repeat the same storms over and over again. In the end, this isn't just about cheating or rumors or pride. It's about choices. They chose each other, they chose this path, and now they have to sit in the consequences. That's life. When you clap for the wrong people, when you invest in the wrong energy, one day you look around and realize you made noise, not progress. And life doesn't reward noise. It rewards truth, respect, and accountability, things that are clearly in short supply here.